So what if I told you an AI could help solve scientific mysteries that take humans a decade to crack and do it in just 2 days? Well, today we're diving into a brand new tool called the AI co-scientist. And it's not designed to replace researchers, but to become their super-powered partner in discovery.
To really get this, let's start with a huge question. As we learn more and more about the universe, from the tiniest cell to the biggest galaxy, is it all just getting too complex? Is it starting to outpace the ability of any single human mind to really wrap its head around?
This leads to something researchers call the breadth and depth conundrum. See, to make any progress today, a scientist has to have incredibly deep, specialized knowledge. But the biggest aha moments, we're talking Nobel Prize level breakthroughs, they often happen by connecting wildly different fields. That requires immense breadth. And trying to do both, well, that's a massive challenge.
So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to tackle the sheer scale of the information overload scientists are facing. Then we'll meet the AI research partner that's built to help. We're going to peek under the hood at how it thinks, check out the incredible results from its first real-world tests, and finally, we'll dream a little about what this all means for the future of discovery itself.
All right, first up, let's get into the core problem here. It's not that we lack information. It's that we have a tidal wave of it. Researchers today are basically trying to drink from a fire hose of data. And that fire hose is only getting more powerful.
I mean, just think about it for a second. Millions of new scientific papers are published every single year. It's physically impossible for one person to keep up, even in their own tiny corner of a field. So forget about trying to connect the dots to some other discipline. This bottleneck doesn't just slow science down. It might be preventing those game-changing, cross-disciplinary leaps from ever happening in the first place.
And that, right there, brings us to the solution. What if scientists had a collaborator that could read everything, remember everything, and help them find those hidden connections between all of it?
And this is it, the AI co-scientist. Now, this is not just another fancy search tool. It's a whole system of multiple AIs working together, built on Google's Gemini model. And it has one very specific job: help scientists generate genuinely new ideas and research hypotheses.
And this right here is maybe the most important part. The tool is purpose-built for collaboration. This isn't about automating scientists out of a job. Not at all. It's about creating what's called a scientist-in-the-loop model, where the AI is there to boost the creativity and the intuition of the human expert. It's a real partnership. So, how in the world does this actually work? Let's take a look inside the process. A good way to picture it is like a digital research team that's working around the clock. At its heart, the whole system is actually mimicking the scientific method. It runs on a continuous loop of 3 key actions. It generates ideas, it debates those ideas to figure out which ones are the strongest, and then it evolves them to make them even better. Okay, so you can see that core loop right here. It all starts with step 1, generate, where the system just brainstorms a massive number of new ideas based on all the research it's read. Then comes step 2, debate. This is where different AI agents basically argue with each other, poke holes in the hypotheses, and rank them to see which ones actually hold up. And finally, step 3, evolve. It takes the best ideas from that debate and refines them, starting the whole cycle over again. It's literally survival of the fittest, but for ideas. And here's the team that makes it all happen. It's not just one AI, it's a whole crew of specialists. You've got the generation agent, that's your brainstormer. The reflection agent is like the tough peer reviewer who's always skeptical. The ranking agent acts as the debate moderator, keeping everyone in line. And the evolution agent is the synthesizer, taking all the best parts and building something new. An entire research department, right there in the machine. Okay, so the theory is really cool, but here's the big question. Does it actually work in practice? This is where things get really, really exciting. Researchers decided to put the AI co-scientist to the test in some of the most complex areas of biomedical research you can imagine. And they didn't just toss it a softball problem. No, they tested the AI's ability to generate valid, new hypotheses in 3 completely different and incredibly tough biomedical fields. And the best part? The results were then tested in actual, real-world lab experiments. And the results were just stunning. For drug repurposing, it found existing drugs that actually stopped leukemia tumor activity in a lab dish. For target discovery, it pinpointed brand new targets for liver fibrosis that led to real antifibrotic activity. And for that last one, explaining a scientific mystery, well, just you wait. Okay, let's zoom in on those liver fibrosis results because this is amazing. Look at this chart. That first bar shows the disease state. The next few bars, those show what happened when drugs targeting the exact pathways the AI suggested were used. They significantly reduced the markers of fibrosis. This isn't a theory. This is an AI-generated idea leading to a real positive result in a lab.
All right, get ready for this one. This is the story that really blew my mind. For nearly 10 years, a team of human scientists had been working to solve a really complex mystery about antimicrobial resistance. So they gave the AI co-scientists the exact same research goal, but none of the answers. 2 days later, 2 days, the AI independently came up with the exact same breakthrough discovery that had taken humans almost a decade to figure out. A decade of research in 48 hours. Just wow. So what does a discovery engine like this even mean for the future? I mean, what happens when you combine this incredible AI speed and breadth with human intuition and expertise?
Well, this graph shows it perfectly. See the pink line? That's the quality of the AI's ideas when it works by itself. But the blue line, that's when the AI starts with a human expert's best guess and then works to improve on it. Notice how the blue line, the human AI team, ends up way higher than what the AI could do on its own. It's an amplifier for human genius.
And that's really the key takeaway from all of this. The goal here isn't to build some AI scientist that works alone in a dark room. It's about building a tool that supercharges human researchers. It frees them up to do what they do best, ask the big questions, use their intuition, and push the boundaries of what we know, just way, way faster. Which leaves us with a final, kind of mind-blowing thought. If an AI co-scientist can help us squeeze a decade of discovery down into a couple of days, what seemingly impossible problems of today will become the routine breakthroughs of tomorrow? The future of science just got a whole lot more exciting.